All right, welcome to the stream. What do we have here? We have Scotty Boy, Jargo, Teresa. How you doing, guys? So this show could go a bunch of different ways. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to open up the floor. It is a weird world we live in here in this town. So it's kind of an open floor at the moment. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Spartan, how you doing? Copy and let you guys come up and talk about the weird world. What's weird about it to you? We know a lot about what I think is weird. What about you? From Mandela effect to sperm to there's all kinds of weird stuff on this planet. Weird people, strange places. Hey, in the groove, how you doing? Hi, Crystal Clear. Good to see you. So we know a lot about what I think the world is weird. I've been doing shows on sperms and vaginas all over our planet, which is weird. Looks like our planet seems to be a big ball of writhing lizards having sex. Go make sense of that. I can't. We were supposed to be in a battle dying. I don't know how that happened either. We've remote viewed that battle. We saw that it was a battle indeed. The end result seems odd. The monsters that Tiamat had to be formed somehow, yeah. The monsters that Tiamat bore that engaged in the battle with her seemed to be strewn across her corpse. They not only used her, but they used her children, it seems, to create the planet. Lots of them scattered all over. Good to see you, Miss Anonymous. I was watching a different show, a different live show earlier. Yeah, apparently the Earth is a big swingers meet place. Yeah, right. Well, you got to continue life somehow. Maybe at the end of their lives when they were dying, I don't know. Maybe that was the last thing they thought of was, well, let's have sex. We're going to die. I don't know. It's weird. Do you guys have any Mandela effects? That's what I was going to get to was I haven't seen Mandela effects. I've heard of them. But most of the ones that I see don't make it come out as Mandela effects to me. There was a Star Wars cards, but when I was a kid, I remember opening the deck going, that's not what they said. They made up new words on the cards. It was weird. That one last ditch effort, you can't blame them. Yeah, can you blame them? Yeah, you know, I suppose. I don't know if sex would be the last thing on my screen or on my mind. But I found some interesting images over the past week. You can take a look at a few of those. I don't know if you guys, I don't think you guys can see my list here. So which one's this? Oh, I do like this one. I was going to show this to a friend at work. Flower like, I believe it's a sperm being attacked by an egg. It's another good example of it down over here. Really cool looking. Very flower like. This one we can kind of see the sperm like shape. But I love how the landscape is formed into the colors, shapes. It's beautiful. Too close. Hey, Steve-O, how you doing? Good to see you. Love the Mandela effect? Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. They look like veins running through the planet? Yeah. I'll show you the structures that are beside it. Myself over. So it is right beside what appears to be an egg. Here we have the two flows that I have described before. Over here we have the spongy, pillowy-like flow. And over here we have the veiny type structures with the graininess underneath. See, the top layer looks veiny over here. Then when it wears away, it goes to a grainy type surface. Very interesting. You passed out the last 2 minutes of class last night. That happens to people. Don't worry about it, Steve-O. Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. Yeah, for the tubular flow. Again, if anyone wants to come up, I'll post the link. If you have anything to share, Teresa, I'd love to see it. You always seem to come up with some great stuff. But we're just going through some images at the moment of our weird world. Let's go through. I have a list of 7 colors of biology. Now, these are things, but I don't know what they are. It's just that they had amazing colors. Now that one looks pretty cool, eh? I love the mounded surface over here. God knows what that is, but take a look in here. I've seen this one before. Very nebulous. A lot of them can look like nebula. Now I'm interested in this large structure beside it. Landscape's very washed away, you can see, but that structure stayed pretty solid. Neat. Looks like gazing down into a blood vessel. Yeah. Hey, James Ortiz, how you doing? Always time for poking around in a dark hole. This one, I thought, could be a fish, but just looking at the colors are beautiful. We can see what could be a spine. This would probably be the intestinal side. And up here, the back side. But regardless of that, look at these colors. We're going through the 7 images of colors of biology that I have collected over the past little while. Look at these structures almost looking like gills or fins, purplish in the ground. So what do you guys think? Is that the impression of a fish? Are we looking at a fin here? A head up here? I don't know. It's beautiful. Looks like Chinese fighting fish tails. Oh yeah, intestines. It's funny and not funny looking. Every time you change the colors, I see a different image. That looks like a fish fossil, says Spartan. You ate a what? A burrito. I don't know what that is. The first word, chicharrone. Hmm. Fish with a big lower jaw? Could be. Could be like one of those deep sea fish. Those lampreys. Is that part of it up here? Section up here? Or is that something else? It's busy looking. Whatever it is. Very busy looking. Doesn't really look like the fin structure on the bottom here. Right here. That looks like a fin right here. It's been pushed up this way on his body. I don't know what that is. That could be part of him. A squid, perhaps, maybe. Yeah, a huge bite under under the teeth. We'll go ahead and take a look, see if we can see teeth. That's his jaw here. This looks like a bird jaw. I don't know. Could be the top of his head there, that area. Maybe his head does extend all the way out there. Nonetheless, very, very beautiful. Love to stare at those mountains. Have a house right beside it. Not a lot of water around there, though. That's the one drawback, eh? Oh yeah, looks like the baleen. It's called fighting fish. Um, have a fin that runs along the top. Same colors. Okay. Hmm. Plankton could be. Yeah, the white's almost. It's almost like it's got a bone structure in there. It's a very, I just love the colors. Well, let's move on. There we go. Beautiful reds. But what is it? Is it another fish? Maybe, but I don't think so. This pattern repeats itself. It could be that there are multiples of the same creature. Let me show you. Love the colors. Just beautiful. But they are multiples of that color around. This is one of the brightest. So I don't know what it is, but it runs in between these valleys. And it could be that it was creatures trying to escape, following the last remnants of water, trying to find a large body of water. But they are everywhere in here. That color, that ribbon. Now here's a little bit of pareidolia for you. You can see almost a head structure here, a body structure, maybe even legs. Almost like looking like a man lying down. If we could find some structures like Devil's Tower here, that would be more convincing. Now that's some cool stuff. Flowing off of this structure, whatever it is. Oh, let's move on. Yeah, if that ain't pareidolia, I don't know what it is, right? Saw a huge gorilla face. Cool. Some sort of mountainous terrain. Yeah. Okay. Oh, cancel that. Okay, this one. Let's see here. We have to get in really close. See all the greens. You can see that the ground itself is green. It's not very close enough that that's not shading from the trees. Yeah, not that interested in this one. This one is curious. Now, I don't know if this is what man's doing here or not. You see faces and everything? Yeah. I have a hard time seeing faces and stuff. I'm getting better at it. Hi, London man. How you doing? Black goo? Yeah, I don't know. Black goo with yellow, patches on top, eh? Block letters? Yeah, we'll go in and take a look at them. But, very interesting colors. They don't appear to be any inhabitants here. I haven't found a farm or anything. So I don't know, this appears to be entirely natural. I don't know what these l colors, I don't know if they're see, there's some water. You can see that's a patch of water. What these other colors are, there's another patch. What these other colors are, I have no idea. Look at this. Beautiful. This is the remnants of an older civilization. Look at the impressions here. Was that once a building? Or were all of these once buildings or storage spots? Or here's some habitation here. There's some over there. I don't know. Do they work here? Is this mining? Is it making salt? I've seen salt patties that kind of are reminiscent of this, but not because of things like this. You wouldn't really do it in a pattern like that. But some of them yet look like squares or rectangles. Looks like a volcano caldera. Legoland. Looks too structured for nature. I don't know. I bet lost inhabitants. Could be. Could be. There seems to be some pathways or separations in the color areas. Huh. That looks like maybe possibly older inhabitation. I don't know. Where is this? This is, let's take a look out. Let's see where it is. Oh, okay, where are we here? Syria, Iraq. That is in Iraq. There are some very interesting things in Iraq. That looks amazing. Whatever it is or was. And there was a darker structure down here we should take a look at. Looks like a sperm to me. It's got a tail, crinkled up end. Sperm are a great source of minerals. As far as I've seen, we seem to mine them quite a bit. This one looks like it's been mined in the past. They have some type of a processing going on here. There's some of those colors again, right? So I wonder if maybe those places were like old man-made pits for some purpose, some type of dehydrating or something like that. Yeah, it looks like mining. I'd love to visit Iraq too, but yeah, it's too dangerous. Definitely. Syria, they blew to hell. Yeah, huge face blown off. Oh God, mound. Isn't that lovely? There's a face on a cup looking left. Okay, just amazing. The colors, blues, blacks. There's even reds in there, hidden in the blue and black. You can see it. That one deserves a minute on its own. I don't know if you can still hear me, but that's beautiful. Don't have much to say about that one except wow, just a beautiful image. I'll show you where that is. Don't let your pareidolia get the better of you. There's lots of structures in this area. So we're in Libya, just kitty corner from the giant fetus. Isn't that a complicated looking thing? There are others. So again, with me, I always end up going to sperm because there's so many of them. Can't be sure on these, but there are a lot of them. Little nebulous looking structures. Signs of biology from how long ago? I don't know. I don't think it's billions of years, even could be millions. From the ice core samples that they take, if you average a yearly storm season, the Earth comes out to be around 24 million years old, which is pretty old. Not as old as they say. That was the number I came up with. Seems pretty reasonable. Looks more like eggs. Okay. To each his own, right? Yeah. Kind of reminds me of looking in a microscope. Yep. Zoom in on a microscope. Absolutely. Earth is awesome. Who says you can't have a lot of brains? Sure. Oops, tits. Used to be a left eyebrow guy, but I grew out of that. Okay. That's your favorite picture of the show? I like this one too. Even here, we can see if this is one of those structures. It was probably headed. We can see a little bit of a tail coming out the back end here. It was probably headed towards that egg with that creature inside when it got hit by the blackness. There's a blackness that comes out of inseminated eggs and it absorbs those sperm, using them for nutrients. A lot of the eggs didn't seem to make it. This may be one too that didn't make it. A lot of them got stomped on. Still kind of makes me laugh, people running around stomping on dragons' eggs. But that seems to be what happened. I don't know if the eggs were viable at that time. How did we get the eyebrow? I don't know. Kind of reminds you of the phoenix, yeah. You like how I mince salads, okay. I don't know what that means, but let's see what else we've got here. Oh, horseshoe crab. We're out of the biological colors. There's the horseshoe crab, or possible horseshoe crab right here. See what looks like spines coming down or plates to a tail. It's the wrong shape for a horseshoe crab, but maybe some other type, something else. Let's see. Yeah, I'll show you guys just things that aren't things. Things I can't identify. Let's see what we've got here. Oh yeah, here we have claw-like structure right here. I think it's just pareidolia, but it was kind of interesting to see it. There's other ones in a different position. So up to you. Is that just wind and sand, or is that claws? Saw Lincoln's head upside down. Hey, Ocean, how you doing? The 7-Eleven crab? No, I haven't seen that. Soldiers in Iraq fighting and slaying. Yeah, I've heard about that, slaying a giant. Uh, he could have squashed the eggs. Yeah, Yeah, that is nuts. One small pincher, one big pincher? Maybe. Actually, let's go through eggs. This was a new one I found. I don't know if it's an egg, but it looks like, it's definitely got an egg shape. Thought it was really cool. Nobody I wonder if we dug into that, what we would find. Doesn't that look like very much like an egg? There are a few of them around the area. I don't know what they are. Any green peen or sponge or whatever? No, no. Crab, sperm. Good one, Scotty. That's a man-made structure? I don't know. Looks like an intact egg. Yeah, it does to me too. Think that's man-made? It could be. Could very well be just piled up. There's what looks like another one, probably the end of one or a smaller pile of stuff. Yet another one. I don't know if these are man-made or not. Seems kind of odd that they would just put these piles strewn randomly, but that's a possibility. Very egg-like in shape, so I thought it was interesting to look at. Yeah, that's perfect egg shape. Giants had STDs too, yeah. One. So this could be an egg, I don't know for sure. We have sperm to the right of it, so I'm assuming it's an egg because all around it, these sperm, you can see the tails, they're headed towards this structure that's probably been stomped. You can almost see what looks like a claw print or somebody putting their hand into it. There's footprints. This again is one of the ones that probably got stomped on. Uh, more footprints here. So a lot of these get stomped on. I'm just going to tell you that from the get go. Um, that's just what they did to them. I don't know why, but I guess they didn't want dragons being born onto the planet and running around killing everyone. It's kind of the theory I'm going with. I would think like that too. You know, if something could breathe fire, had a long barbed tail with poison, I'd be trying to get rid of it too. Sperm to the upper right. Oh yeah, not so clear, but there he is right there. See what's left of his tail. There's probably another one there. Cade. Now, this is an egg patch. Um, it has a lot of mounded structures. But you can see the black flow of the fluid that absorbs these sperm. A lot of these smaller ones are sperm, and these that's what I believe is the remnants of an egg, and there's several of them over the landscape here. And all these little sperm coming in trying to inseminate it. It's often a pattern is the horseshoe on the sperm. This one seems to have partly formed a fetus. You can see the cavitation of the head here down at the bottom. Possibly even up here. This may be the head, but I believe this is where the intestines are. We have a lot of color down here, and that's what you get with the intestinal biology. More colors. The brain is kind of more of a gray goo. Probably partially formed fetus out of that egg. This is condo massive, condoyer massive. This is one that Teresa sent me. Really cool looking. It's got the flow, has all the elements to be an egg. Don't know if we can find any remnants of sperm around here. Let's see, what's this? Possibly. Sometimes they do turn around and try to save themselves from the outflow of material that kills them. But beautiful, almost looking like a star fort, eh? You're macro dosing, nice. Absolutely big feet, yeah. Put it on channel 42, that's max vision. Let's see what those guys are tripping on today. My only thing is I love doing this interesting, but I feel a lot of the stuff you make has nope, none of it's CGI. This is all Google Maps. You can go to these exact places yourself. I believe this is an egg, London Man. Did you have anything that you wanted to show us? Or- There's a lot going on here. There's several. Let's see what we have here. These are probably eggs. These are just things I've cataloged. Here we can see what are probably the remnants of sperm fleeing the egg material, the stuff that comes out. See where the tail would be on that one. That tail goes out that way. These guys are running away. So it's a case of run away. Also in here we had this lovely material down here. Looking like scar material. This looks like a scar healing itself back together. And again, we have a veiny material. Right here, this is kind of veiny. And over here we have a crumpled, flowing type material. See it right here. So we have the two materials, the yolk and the white of the egg coming out of a lot of these. So that's why I believe they're eggs. This one was always amazing to me because we have a sperm entering the egg right here. That's the remnants of a sperm giving up its last breath to begin, and we can almost see the beginning of a division right here. It's like that cell is starting to divide, making room in the egg for it to fill up with other cells. Nerd is a funny word. Part four, nice. Yeah, Roger's had a lot of them lab tested. Well, people can go and visit these structures. You can get street views of them. You know, people take their own pictures and show them. So good as it gets, AJ. Nice. So this is two side. We can see the two fluids, the veiny stuff right here, and the crumpled stuff right here. So one of those is the yolk. One of them is the white of the egg, at least as far as I could figure, right? So I think that's the yolk. And the rest of it is the white. And somebody stomped this egg too. You can see what looks like a over exaggerated sperm like structure here. Others that are indented. More faces. I don't know if this is the remnants of an egg, but it's a really busy area. Has a lot of the elements, but it's very decayed. There's some nice colors over here. Very sandy area, so a lot of it could be covered over. So we're on to eggs that may have remnants of fetuses in them. You know this one very well. The head up there and the intestines down at the bottom. And just watch as I go through these structures, and you'll see similar patterns. You'll see a pattern of three. One, two, and three. This one's probably upside down, the head being here, the intestines being here. See all the colors down here of the biology. And that's probably the head down here. So remember that shape. And those particular structures. So here's another one. You see those three areas. Again, probably the cranium down here, and chest cavity and body area, and the intestinal area filled with colors again. There's a dancing man in the middle of this one. But again, we can see a division where the cell is about to divide. And that's an amazing coincidence. Looks like some of the rock drawings, doesn't it? Nose, eyes, round head. That's our realm, Max. Yeah, more faces. So I thought that was interesting. That looked like one of the petroglyphs. That one. So I think this is a repeat, but we can see, again, the same structures in the same areas. I'm trying to catalog those and get a good number of them, but they're hard to find with the fetus. All right. To the right of him, facing down on the dancing guy, to the right of him. What do you see there? Right there. Some beautiful colors. Stellar. There's Hitler's face. Okay. Michael Myers. Okay. Interesting interpretation. Could be a nose. Okay. I think you guys are letting pareidolia get to you. Just below. Oh, okay. I see it. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Took me a while. I see one on the left side there. Right? Right here. Looks like a nose, big old nose coming out. And here's his lips and mouth. I guess that's his chin. He's got an indrawn chin. It's a very weird shaped face, but Right? What a big schnoz. Yeah, electric band. That's cool. Well, I think it's the remnants of an egg, Jargo. But yeah, that's the one that I think is dividing. You can see how it's got an almost shape like an 8. Looks like a soldier lying down about to shoot something. Yeah, I thought maybe one of the petroglyphs, the dancing men and the petroglyphs. I've also been trying to catalog dragon scales. Well, so we have, things like this that make you think that there's probably dragons somewhere. Dragon scales, there we go. So I've been looking for structures like this in these color bands as well. I'll show you why. You go to Rogers Dragon over here. I call it Rogers Dragon. What do we find here? We find these color bands like this. So looking for this type of a color band, I have found quite a few. It's hard to make out a lot of the structures that they're attached to, but it does show that maybe where land is just covered with dragons. Hi, London man, how you doing?
Peace, Max. I'm good, bro. How you doing, sir?
Doing awesome.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good
Your
stuff. You
stream
know
just
me.
said,
I was just
go
at
ahead.
Z's. I was at
Oh yeah,
Z's showing a bit of love over there, but I thought I'd come over here show a bit of love also.
thank you. Yeah, I was over there for a little bit earlier myself. He goes on for quite a while, so he usually does like a 6-hour show or something, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. We can swing by there after again.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Jargo? Your screen just said internal error from YouTube. Oh wow. Yeah, watch London Man's third documentary. That's a good one. I watched it
Yeah.
this morning.
I mean, it would be good if people get up to speed because part 4 is ready now. I just haven't uploaded it yet.
Awesome. What do you think of the dragon scales?
Oh yeah, I'm a sucker for dragon scales and dragon eggs. Those other pictures you were showing, they was
Mhm.
awesome. The ones with they look like a type of incubator that's connected to like the how would you call it?
Okay.
The what's that word called? Like the veins or the artery, sort of like a an egg or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that kind of looked like.
See, now that one looks like it's got a nice cut through it. And again, I don't know where the beginning and end of these creatures is. I'm just cataloging the scales because that's all I can get of them. Scales 3. That's about it. Oh yeah, here these are interesting. I wish somebody could show me where there are more of these. These little. I have
Oh, what's
good
that? Let's have a
examples
look.
of these, and not so good examples of these. So this is probably possibly two. Uh, these dragon lakes is the idea is that these dragons die, they lay on the landscape and get washed out, and they leave these impressions. We can see there's like one here, and
Hmm.
possibly another one here. So they're all over this area. So I've cataloged quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dragon Lakes. Others. Dragon Lakes 2. You can see these shapes. This one's really cool. Looks like you almost have a head here. But they are often very hard to make out the shape.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't even be far fetched to say these things that we see like this, right, could be something, because when I actually look at the old maps, right,
Yep.
and now I know what I'm looking for, right, when it shows beasts that's been laid to, laid to rest on the terrains wherever they are. There seems to be a lot of them all over the place, right? And what
Uh-huh.
I've noticed, they seem to have like streams, little rivers running from them. So
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
was reading. I was reading the story of Tiamat and Marduk the other day, the Enuma Elish, and
yeah,
they claim that the Euphrates and the Tigris
hmm,
both start in out of the dragon's eye.
yeah, I can believe that. I can
So
believe that
they're
because, like I said, all of the pictures that I've been seeing with dragons and creation, when the dragon's getting slayed, there's life coming out of the dragon, like fishes, water, and
hmm
flowers and stuff, right? And then when the dragon's been turned into the landscape, it's got trees and stuff growing out of it. So it's symbolism for, like, the the earth is alive to some degree, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it's coming out of it. It's almost like it's the bodily fluids, the waters and all these things is actually coming out from the beast. And because we've been, told the story what water is, we just think it's that. But it could be really like, like the watery fluid that you get in your body, that is, when you get a type of infection, you might get a bit of pus,
hmm
watery fluid. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? So
Yep.
there's water in everything. What I'm trying to say is, and the water that is on the land could have possibly came from the beast.
Yeah, I think it did. I think because they talk about the waters from below, right, and the waters from above. So
Hmm.
that's what I kind of think happened. Is
Hey,
the beast finally split open after being cooked for God knows how long,
yeah,
and it finally burst, and all the fluid came out. You know, and there were beasts and man on the planet at that time. I don't know how that happened, but it seems like that's how the story goes. Here's fishes on the planet, the impressions of all these beasts, right?
hmm,
And all these creatures, giant fish.
yeah. Did I show you my ones? Those Titan fishes. Remember that day?
Show them again if you want. I'd like that
Let me see where they are.
if you can find them.
Yeah, give me a second.
Sure.
Salute to the chat. Squirrel sniper in the building. Yes, sir.
This one looks like there could be several fish in here. A gigantic one here,
Yeah.
almost having fish lips. Smaller ones that could be a fish. I don't know. Very interesting landscape, though. Looking like a whale or a, I don't know.
All right. If you go back to that little watery, you know that image you just had a second ago, like, and it had like the water in the land,
Okay, hold on.
please.
Tell me when to stop. This one?
Yeah, there's fine. There's fine. You could and when you're ready, we can start to screen share a few things.
Oh, sure. Whenever you want.
Yeah, so I just want your viewers to see this, and I want you to see that as well, what you're showing. I just want them to get acquainted with that one you're showing first on your screen,
Okay.
and then when you're ready, just flick
All
over
right.
to my screen share.
We'll take a
No
look in
rush.
close at them. So
Yeah, no
oftentimes
rush.
they're decayed like this, but this one here seems to have some water in it. It's a depression, it looks like. Some of them are raised up, some of them are depressed like this. But oftentimes
Wow,
what
see,
you'll see
that's a
is
good one as well.
all this black stuff, and there will be trees usually, trees and stuff growing on it because of the blood. Even these areas up here, these are probably where fish died, except you can't make out the shapes. But these are probably also dead fish as well, where the trees are growing. You can see how the landscape here is kind of raised a bit. That's probably
Yeah.
the remnant of a fish, and hence you get trees growing on it. But sometimes you get nice examples like that. You get the whole thing in an impression. Okay. Got bum rushed. I don't know. Isn't that a mermaid? I don't think it's a mermaid. I think we do have examples of mermaids, though. I think I had one. Let me see. Did I have mermaid? No. No mermaid. I saw one thing that kind of looked like a mermaid, but like the Starbucks symbol. It actually had two legs coming down, not a single one. So it was a double-legged mermaid.
Yeah. When you're ready, I've got something for you. It's there for you when you're ready.
Yep. Go ahead and share.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, I got a screen share.
Yeah. I have a cool turtle shell I found.
Right, so you lot can you see it or?
Hold on. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. That looks like animals in the landscape. Oh yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
All these little
See the dragon
things.
scales going across Morocco there,
Yeah.
coming down, going up to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's helpful there. Right there, yeah. That's where I was looking in the Arabian Peninsula at the male genitals of the dragon. That's where I found the male genitals, down at the bottom of that landmass.
Now you see how the if you look to the top left, right up here,
Uh-huh.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like these river things are running from the mountains, or do you think they
Hmm.
could be going to it? To me, it looks like they're coming from it, going to the ocean, the greater.
Yeah, I was thinking trees in the first when I first looked at them. Yeah, you're right. They're mountains. And they've each got names too. They're named
But
in
I'm not
Arabic
thinking.
there.
Go and say that again.
They're named in Arabic there.
Exactly. Um, Hold on, Max. Do we
Yeah.
have anyone in the chat that can speak Arabic that can translate for us right now?
I don't
I know
think
it's
so. Anybody
a
speak
shot
Arabic?
or translate. You're doing a good justice right now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh my God! Look what I told you. Look what Squirrel Sniper just said. He just said 4 rivers of Maru.
Hey,
Ching.
Squirrel Sniper.
That's
Four
a top.
rivers of.
That's a top
Okay.
mod right there. I'm surprised he's not modded. That's a top man right now. Yeah, this is I'm thinking
Not
that's just a
today.
whole beast.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like I was saying earlier, they say the Tigris and the Euphrates, so that could. I don't think it's in the right area for one of those though. But the Danube, that looks like that's in Turkey, in the Turkish area, kind of. Let me just look at my maps here for a second. See if I can match up the landscape. Yeah, so I think that's Yemen in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So up top would be, well, that'd be Europe. I guess, yeah, they do have Turkey in there as well. So that's Europe up there that they're looking at
What
in
around
that
here?
large area where the mountains come out from. That's Europe,
Okay.
where the four mountains are.
So this will be Europe here, do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And then you cross over to okay, yeah.
Yeah, they've kind of morphed Turkey and all that into Europe. So
Mm. Okay, that was that anyway. Um,
that's cool.
this was another one of it, but in a different setting. Do you know what it is? Right, I'm gonna show you something. Look at the pattern of this water. You see how it's got the
Hmm.
F shape, right?
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
F shape, right? And it's got the little marking up here, and this one's like a sausage shape, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
Uh, this is how you can. Oh, okay. Let me. Oh, so
Awesome.
hold on. Oh, you know what? Let me take a. Hold on. Oh, what happened there? Well, 1 second. If I take a picture of that. Yeah. You can't see. It's not showing up clear enough, but the rivers where they start, right? The little things. There's like little white blobs. If I can zoom in, hold on. Ah, it keeps on doing that. There you go. Okay. Can you see these little things like?
Yeah. I think that's North Africa.
Okay. Okay. It's not clear. I can't really see the names. It's not clear enough, but yeah, that's
I thought
interesting.
one on the right too. Chinese bowls. I don't know.
But yeah, the shape of the waters always reveal where they're trying to show you, right? So just remember the F shape on this one,
Okay.
and then oopsie daisy, and then you get the F shape here.
Yeah.
You see it again. All right. So just I want you to
Okay.
be familiar with the F shape that I'm trying to show to you, right? Keep that in mind, the F shape of the water.
I think the other one was showing it. Well, it's a different orientation, but like, huh.
Yeah. Dif
Uh,
Different but same kind of idea with the water, the F shape.
yeah, but wouldn't that be go to the next map? There's an F shape as well, but it's on the next map.
This one.
Yeah, but on the outside edge of the circle, not on the inside. So there's two. There's the one that you're pointing out, and then there's, because the circle from the top,
Mm.
very top there, has got the blue running around in a line coming down. That's the top part of the F, and then the one line going through the channel there, the big channel. Yeah, right there. So there's an F there as well.
Mm. What is it? The F here, yeah. There's a reason why, right? Because I came across. Oh, let's see if I can find it. So there's so many pictures.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I've hauled so much stuff. I've got around 200 images off of Google Maps saved in bookmarks. I got to figure out some way to put them in a different folder.
Yeah, same here. Different order and everything. Okay. Now this caught my eye as well, right? This picture that I came across, but you see like the pattern of the continent here with the F shape.
Yeah, that's South America, but with an F shape. Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm. And this little thing down here, yeah, reminds me of like a little lizard.
Yeah, that'd be Madagascar. Oh, there. Yeah,
Hold on. This thing here, see it? Like it's got a
monsters in the
tail.
ocean. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a giant lizard, this thing down here.
could be a lost continent or something. But no, it looks like some type of. Yeah, they're trying to tell you there's something down there, or I don't know. Hey,
And then
hippie shake.
even oh, hippie shake in the building. You got some top mods passing through, my man. Good stuff. Now look, even here with the water, look how the continent's got the F shape, right?
Is he holding an egg?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Or something. It looks, yeah, I'm not too sure what it is. Could be an egg. Could be an egg.
Could be.
Something else I noticed as well. I wonder if you can see. To me, this looks like a type of mermaid under his, like they're trying to
Yeah,
depict
it's
a
got
mermaid.
the feet on it of an animal.
Like the tail, see the tail, like the
And
flippers, the
oh
fins would
yeah,
be here,
I see him with a.
and it
He's got
curves
a
around.
rod in his
A
hand.
rod, yeah,
Oh
like
yeah,
Aquaman.
yeah, right. You guys
Right, you
see
see
that?
it? Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. He's got a little mermaid in a glass jar. That's well, that's kind of
Yeah.
mean, but you know.
Yeah. I thought I have to show you this if I see you again. Now, if you look up here, right, top left, this looks like the Mercator map, and they show you the flat Earth in the middle,
Yeah,
like
yeah, it
four
does.
continents and everything.
With isn't it Mount Meru in the middle? They say.
Yes, I think they do say that.
Yeah, doesn't show one, but it's not the Geico lizard, James.
Where would Lower Egypt be on this um map? Do you know? Let's have a look. I think this will be it here, though, wasn't it?
It well, yeah, it kind of should be around that area.
Because
It's
wouldn't this be the
that's the inland sea that was there, I guess.
yeah,
Right? At one time, there was an inland sea.
that's it.
That's why we find all those fishes in there.
Good
Giant
spot
fish.
hit, Sniper. That was Sniper who told me to
I
go
thought it
for
was
that.
much bigger than that, though, but that could have been at a different time. It might have gone through stages. We don't know. Like where it emptied out mostly, and then maybe there was some left.
Mm-hmm.
We do find a lot of the creatures following these riverways, trying to find new water, like those snakes and those colored creatures. I don't know what they were, but a lot of creatures seem to follow these riverways, trying to find bigger bodies of water. So that'd be a good reason for that to be there, especially with the snakes coming up the Batha River.
Yeah. What else could I find on this? Nothing else really. I thought this was quite cool. This thing that he's got the mermaid in looks like it's got 4 legs, like some type of beast. He's contained it in a see-through beast. It's got the tail running off here.
Where's that?
What the mermaid's hiding in? Look, if you see the mermaids, he's trapped enclosed in like a little.
Yeah, he's in like a glass.
But the glass has got legs like a beast.
Yeah.
Look, and it's got a tail back here.
Yeah, that's what I saw first was the legs. That's what I thought you were pointing
Okay,
to. I didn't
okay.
see the mermaid inside until you really pointed him out. I thought it was like a footstool or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was gonna say, are you allowing any more guests up, Max?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Hippie, why don't you hit the link if you're free, bro? If you're free, we can chop it up together, man. This is interesting. I didn't really look into this part when the flooding.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was water there. You see, it's showing the water
And it's
there.
showing more islands out in the ocean than there are today. There's no islands out there now, really.
Mm,
Let's take a
yeah, that's
look.
interesting.
There's a couple of little ones. Yeah, there is a few little ones. Nothing like the landmass that they're showing, though. There's Santa Cruz, um, Las Palmas, the Gran Canary, the Canary Islands. Uh, yeah, the Cayman. There are a few little islands, but nothing big like they show.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Interesting. Okay, what else did I want to show you? Oops.
So that's interesting. It said that that area was filled with mud for years, that you couldn't get a boat through it.
All right. This is what I've been seeing when I've been doing my little research and stuff. I thought I'd make a collar to show you that. It looks like amoebas when I think about these things.
Yeah, attacking each other. There's something going on between them there.
Hmm.
That little oval or elliptical shape. Wonder if that's like a transfer. Oh, he's a horseshoe. That's cool. Round like a table. What's that? Going to now to link this show in auto chat. Okay.
Who said that?
Hippie shake.
Oh, it would have to be. Yeah, come on. We got some top people in the community, bro. We got some top
Ancient
people in the
people with.
community.
Oh, yeah. The maps are always a little misshapen. Trying to represent a globe on a 2D map has always been wonky. Yeah.
Where was that? What else did I wanted to show you?
Well, and their methods of mapping were flawed as well. You know, you had to count on your position, which you couldn't be accurate down to a half mile or so. You could be pretty accurate too, but
Cheers,
sometimes
hippie.
that'll take you for a wrong turn. Well, they used trigonometry as best they could, Thoth. But it is pretty difficult on a moving ship to accurately map the landscape.
Mm-hmm. This was a NASA image as well. What else did I want to show you? I think that was it, really.
When they do land surveys, it's a little more accurate, but even those can get wonky after a while.
Yeah.
You just get a small inconsistency that magnifies itself. That can happen as well.
I love this picture. This picture beats volumes to me, and then I have to do this. Most people never think of doing this, but every time I see it, I have to do this to this picture.
Kind of works
So
both ways, eh?
it does. It
Yeah.
does work both ways. That's the thing. It works both ways, but no one seems to present it this way. When I present it this way, everyone's like, "Wow, I don't think of doing that."
So is that supposed to be? So that's the Earth now on the top, but what's on the bottom there?
Bottom looks like it could be another realm underneath us.
Well, wouldn't it be kind of on top of us because you reversed the picture?
Like, well, I'm thinking of the top now. That
Hmm.
looks more like the crater, how you would get into the place,
Hmm.
right? Because when you think
Okay.
about it, that looks more like a container that would hold water up
Yeah, it
top.
looked like a chalice the other way.
Yeah, that looks more like the original way how it's supposed to be presented.
Yeah. The other way it could represent like levels of heaven or something. I don't know
But
what
no,
it's.
but this is the thing though, Max, right?
Yeah.
A few of me and my friends, right? We've been, well, not well, yeah. I've got a friend called Phil. He's very, very intelligent when it comes to the Bible and these things. He knows how to decode it and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And we like basically what he's been showing me is everything in the Bible is reversed, like literally. So when they're saying, heaven is up, really they're trying to tell you heaven is down. In
Okay.
Islam as well, they would tell you heaven is under your mother's feet, right? And your mother's feet is grounded
Hmm.
towards Mother Nature, right? Um, where where the parasites and the demons lie, really, we've been kind of drawn to the conclusion that it's up amongst the stars and these things, right? Because they always talk about wicked things coming from the skies, Nephilims and fallen angels and these things, right? And one of my friend, he was reading a few paragraphs for some ancient scriptures, and they was talking about the the real prison to this world is up in the skies, right? It was just a few things
Hmm.
that we found, to kind of make us think differently about everything we've been
Yeah.
taught, because most of the things we've been taught seems to, be a bit fishy anyway. But it was quite deep. It was so when
That's
I
an
start to
interesting
see
way to look
things,
at it. The Bible in reverse. I like it.
yeah, definitely. So now I look at a lot of things in reverse, and when I do,
Yeah.
it kind of,
Well, I don't think the Bible is a one teaching wonder. I think it has multi levels. So looking at it in reverse would be a good thing to do.
I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement with that. Yes, buddy. Yeah, that was cool.
So put that picture right the other way again for a minute. I want to take a
hmm
look at it both ways. Trying to envision what they're trying to depict this way. What's that? There's something big up in the left hand corner, upper left hand corner. Is that like a monster or something? Or I don't know if you can zoom in on it or not.
Oops.
So you can see all the little people. Yeah, that big thing up
This
there.
thing here.
Yeah,
That's a good point. What is that? It looks.
it's the
I
only
can't really
really
make.
different thing in the entire picture.
It does look something different. It does kind of almost look like serpenty, like something coming off it here. And this is the mass of it. I don't want to make no assumptions, but
Yeah, I I can't make that out. Like an eye, says Scotty Boy. Okay, it's got people in it. Like there's
yeah, up here, look.
yeah, people on it or in it or something. Hmm. It almost reminds me when you turned it upside down. It reminded me of the Tower of Babel. All the people bringing the bricks up to build the tower.
Okay.
Oh, is that a pit? Maybe they're going into the pit.
Into the pit, yeah.
Looks like they're kind of maybe sliding, or
What down the
I
pole
don't know.
here?
There's a guy there doing something, pointing. Is he pointing?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like
Like
looks
he's
like he's
pointing, yeah.
pointing. You go in there. You in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another guy in purple down just to his right. Yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's pushing him in.
Yeah. He's pushing him in. Wow.
Steve-O says a dragon eating itself. Yeah.
It's interesting, Steve-O.
Every layer of this is very detailed. Yeah, it is. Yeah, see, there's a layer of what looks like stars.
It does here, yeah.
Huh. Go down the layers slowly and we'll take a look and see what
Mm-hmm.
they've got in these, because they are very detailed. So there's a stairway up to the next one.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
like the stairways to the stars, right to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do you know what, Max? I've just actually looked at my phone, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you lot's got a much clearer picture than I have on my computer screen. It's much clearer for you guys. Wow. Salutes to that.
Yeah, they said that they were improving their visuals. Wonder if there's see that next layer with it's got people that are laying down and dying, but there looks like there's almost like a writing on the rocks. Wonder if there's anything in that. This artist just packed this thing full of imagery, and there's people. Looks like some of them look like goats or sheep.
Codes. Oops. And,
That's cool.
what is this like big figure here? What is that, sir?
Maybe a pathway. Like Dante's Inferno. Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
Steve-O? Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Everyone say hi to Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
Is it flowing in the same direction or in opposite layers? It's just layers, and they have stairways that go from one to another. Hey, Charles, how you doing? That's really cool. See, he's got an entire landscape in that one layer. Like, it kind of goes off into the distance with, like, looks like buildings and stuff.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Maybe that's like a representation of the 3D world, and these others are supposed to be levels or something. I think he's got people underneath it too. And the next layer is down. God, so much work on this.
What's this? I wonder what this red bit is supposed to be. You see the red
Yeah,
line? I don't know. Like a river or something, right?
yeah.
River Styx or, you know.
There's the Van Allen belt, that hot spot up above. And
Okay.
then you could think, a lot of people think of rivers of lava below. Could be something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See where you're going with that.
Just trying to cover all sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, it's hard to tell too, because you can't tell if these people are like supposed to be anguished or suffering, or they all kind of look the same. The equator, there we go. Thank you, Charles. Could be the equator.
Mm.
Interesting.
There's some really good answers coming from
Yeah.
the chat room.
Brain barrier. There's one.
Yeah.
No, this isn't Google Earth. This is an image, Jargo. An ancient or an older painting.
Oh, what's
Is
that
this
there?
named? What's the? Do
Look
you
at
have
that.
the?
Is that like a minotaur? Far right, look.
Oh yeah, that's what it looks like. A
Ah,
chimera.
see you hiding there. Okay.
Maybe it's the
Interesting.
self-illuminated red light. Okay, cool.
You know, it's crazy, right? The only way I noticed that because I looked at my phone. Like I said, your picture's much clearer than my computer right now.
Oh wow,
Crazy.
well, that's cool. It's good for the viewers then. That's good.
Definitely.
And here we have dirt and rocks, I guess, underneath.
Yeah. Let's zoom out to see where we are. Whoops. Hold on.
Yeah, it looks like that's supposed to be rocks.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I guess that's the 3D world. I don't know. And then
It's-
underneath we have other people. And what are they? Are these people suffering and stuff? Is this what looks like the ones on the very bottom are hanging? But let's start at the top there, work our
Okay.
way down.
Start from the side.
Yeah, there was something on the left side too. Down, go down a bit. Yeah, right there. He's put a red stripe with. I don't know what the red stripe is for.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah. Mm. It's coming down to like this thing here,
Is that two people or something?
or
Because it's the
eyes or
only.
something.
It's the only. It's the only thing on that level other than rocks, or what is supposed to, I guess, be rocks. Who's holding it all up? I don't know. We'll see in a minute. I see all the elemental symbols, says Jargo. Cool.
These kind of look like fishes as well.
Oh, yeah. A couple of them do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's coming from that red stuff's coming from the river up here, right? It's leaking down.
Okay. Pouring blood of the sacrifice, says Squirrel Sniper. Okay.
Mm.
Red line going north to south, too. Okay, let's take a look at some of these people on this level underneath all that.
Well, underneath, should we go lower or?
No, just like that layer that's right
Oops.
underneath the fish and rocks. So yeah. So go down. Keep going down.
Hold on, I've got to zoom out a bit.
Yeah, do you know who the artist is of this?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these layers of people. They're doing stuff. Oh, I see people upside down with their legs sticking out of the ground.
Yeah, I can't even see. Oh yeah, I see
That's
you
on the
there.
third layer there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the various levels of hell here, I guess, and the tortures that these people are going to go through. Okay, I get it now. I was wondering if it was like that, and I was right. So yeah, we see. Can you see that in the middle, in the third layer
Yeah,
down?
yeah, I see them upside down.
I don't know who painted it, Jargo. He doesn't either. You'd probably have to do a reverse image search.
What are these white things here on the left-hand side? They look like some type of steps.
Yeah,
Those
that's what I was
big white.
thinking.
Okay,
Was the way
okay,
to
yeah.
get down. This they had like walkways in the upper levels, so they had. I guess you get tossed down boulders in hell. I didn't find any sperm on here, Scotty boy. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You know, you get thrown down the rock face, and it looks like it would be hard to climb your way up out of there, right?
Yeah. Hold on. How much is there? There's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8 or 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Could be 9.
6, 7, 8, 9. I think you're right. I think it is
Yeah, I
9.
think it's 9.
What are
Oh,
these?
that's yeah. Those guys
Yeah,
look like they're suffering.
they look like
Uh,
they're kind of humongous compared to the other ones, though,
they do. Maybe
don't
they're
they?
the ones holding up the earth.
It's the
They
Nephilim.
were asking about that before.
Or they could be, like trapped. Because even the pictures that I've been coming across
Yeah,
of
it was
lately,
Atlas. Atlas holds the earth up in the mythology.
but it's only one Atlas, isn't it? There's like two
Yeah,
or
there's
three,
just
right?
one. This is like 3. They probably go right around too, because you have
Yeah.
to. You're kind of envisioning that as a circular object. So
Mm,
there could be
mm.
more for sure. Hi again, hippie shake.
Hey, much love, hippie. Hippie
Scotty sees
shake.
a winged figure. Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That looks like a griffin or some type of a serpent,
Mm.
flying serpent. The guys at the top are getting pushed down a hole to start it all over again. Reincarnation. There you go, Steve. Oh, that's an interesting observation. The 4 angels, Squirrel Sniper says. Yeah, could be
That's
because
yeah.
there would be more of them.
Ah, but you
Could
know
be like
what?
6 or 7.
No, that makes sense what Hippie just said because if you look closely on the other flat Earth map that they present you, there's 4 like people on the corner doing separate things. Like one might be blowing air in, and another one's doing something else. So it could be that what they're trying to show you.
Could
So
be.
I
Yeah.
see what Hippie's trying to say. That's a good observation.
Yeah. To me, it looked like they were kind of hanging there, though. Doesn't it look like they're kind of hanging?
It does kind of a little bit, yeah, yeah. Let's have a little zoom in again.
I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. But that's my impression from if we're descending into hell, you'd have people hanging on a wall or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's it really. That's all I've got for
That's really
today,
cool.
haven't we?
It's great to get the
Yeah,
detailed view on that.
yeah, definitely. Hippie, look who
Trying to
it is.
climb up. Okay. That's flying up. Okay. They could be
Who's this
flying
young
up
man?
or they could be trying to climb up. Okay.
Trying to climb. Oh, that's scary. Who said that?
That was Steve-O.
That was bloody scary. He's trying to climb up. All right.
Yeah.
Not on my watch. You can stay down there. There
Well,
you
what
go.
if they raise their vibration enough, you know, become really enlightened people and enlightened beings, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds quite funny. If they're enlightened, yeah. Of course they can come up. If they're vibrating high, then yeah, they can come
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you
Vibes
can
only.
come up a level, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
You have
yeah.
to
A
climb
level.
over a boulder to get there, though.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Mm.
I
Gotta
saw
have a
my
little
favorite
smoke.
person there, Mr. Gates. Yeah, I was looking at that area beside where they saw those islands. There are islands, but they're not um, nearly as big as they were depicted on that map. You can see them just here. Small little islands.
Mm.
Canary Islands. Cape Verde down here.
Hey Max, you wanna do me a
But
favor?
they're very small. Sure.
You wanna drop the link for my buddy Charles. Charles was is
Sure.
in the thing. Like my buddy Charles, but we call him Chuck.
I think that's the link.
Good
Yeah.
guy.
Oh,
Mm.
there we
Jolly man.
go.
Peace, peace, peace. Much
Hi,
love and
Jolly
respect.
Man. Welcome to the show. I don't think I've seen you here before. Everyone say hi to Jolly Man. Greetings, Chuck.
Yeah, there you go,
Is that your
sniper.
name?
That's right. Yeah.
All right, Steve, you go have get your groceries. I might be on for maybe another half hour or so.
Yeah,
Getting
me
close to
too.
dinner time.
Yes, oh yes. I'll quickly roll one while got the chance
Sure.
to. Yeah, mate.
Here are some heads and holes I've found. Nope, cancel that. Got a few more new images to show. These are taken directly from maps, so
Mm-hmm.
anybody can look them up. Now, this one was quite difficult to see, but it is.
Anyone backstage? Is Chuck back there?
Let me check. Oh, yeah. Hi, Charles. You're going to have to unmute yourself.
Peace, Max.
Good to see you.
On demand, peace. I came up here before, I think. Yeah, right?
Possibly.
Yeah,
I can't
one time
remember.
I did.
Oh, cool.
I watch Max's video a lot.
Excellent.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Have you done class? Have you been to class?
I've been late a few times, but I've made it.
Okay, awesome.
Excellent. Yeah,
I
split
sneak
patrol.
in, but I'm late.
Yeah, I get a lot of that. I get a lot of that. That's all right.
That's it.
So you got any thoughts on what we're looking at?
I've been interested a lot in what you and the London man talk about. A lot of this high view reminds me of, believe it or not, like the human body.
Okay.
Like the rivers look like veins or even energy centers that run through the body. The tree of life.
Do you have
When London
YouTube
man
open?
said we're on a bigger being, it kind of blew my mind away. And I was like, wow, possibility.
Yeah, it's mind blowing.
Like Mother Earth when you show the looks like something's being birthed in a fetus or uterus.
Mm.
Yeah. This one here looked like a crocodile head to me. It's got, you can see where an eye would be. And a jawline with what could be rows of teeth.
Ooh, rows of teeth. Class of 86.
Yeah, hit the like and share. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like God Echo. Class of 86. Okay.
Yeah. That made me chuckle.
It's weird. It's raining out here a little bit, but there's no rain clouds.
How is that?
I don't know.
You know what, as well, right, Chuck? You see, when you just said what you said earlier about the body as well, I've been thinking that right as well for a long time. But you know, how can I put this? Sometimes when I look at these Google images and stuff like this, right, like how you said, like it could be part. It looks like, you know, the part that will be the wrinkly parts on your hand or anywhere, right? But I wonder sometimes if they were to zoom out, would there be like a complete body laying on the floor?
It looks like an eyeball or tree stump. It could be.
Yeah.
I've
Hello,
even thought
squid
we
eye.
live in a tree stump. We live in a giant tree stump that looks like a crater.
Mm-hmm. You said
Hollowed
that
out
the other
tree.
day,
Yeah, because these trees are huge. That's why I think everybody's ancestors depicts that. But you know, as above, so below. There's the tree of life on many levels.
Now,
Besides the
this is Mount
placenta.
St. Helens.
What if some of these volcanoes were trees too?
Maybe. I think they were dragon eggs. But
Huh. Damn, that just took my mind right out of my brain. Haha. Dragon eggs.
Damn.
When he said that, my mind was like, it took off like a rocket.
Hey,
well, I think
Matt,
that the
can you,
Earth is a giant dead dragon. So,
Huh.
Matt, do
yeah.
you think you could show us
What's
those
that?
other ones, Matt? You know the pictures that you
Which ones?
had the other day with the it looked like the eggs and it had those things coming out of it, like how would you call it, like an embryo, so to speak. Do you remember that
Oh,
one?
okay. You want to see embryos? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fetuses. There we go. So there's the best example for sure.
Whenever someone says we live on, it just makes me think the Peachtree dish.
Yeah. Well, like when we look at Libya, have you seen my work on Libya? Libya is the labia. Right here, we can see the structure right around here, around labia, the opening. And on lizards, they have, here, I'll show you.
It would make sense of how they go underground where it's hollowed out. They travel through the veins.
This is a giant vagina that you're looking at.
I believe that. There's a lot of them.
There we go. So that's, see these structures coming out? They're both present on the male and female.
Huh. And that's on a lizard type.
Yeah, if we go back, here's that structure right here in the middle, or right here off to the side.
Those also look like the pillars of Hercules too.
So yeah, comes off. There is another one, and around here, that's where you see this fetus right here.
They're spraying that black stuff again.
Yeah, the black stuff is to kill the sperm and then reabsorb it. It's a veiny
No, I'm
type
talking about in
structure.
the sky. Right now they're spraying.
Oh, sorry about that.
They've been picking up
That
their
sucks.
activity a lot lately.
But over here in Yemen, we find the same type of structure. There's the long tube structure, but this one is spewing out semen. It's a 50-mile long structure, and it's spewing semen about 300 miles. There's a matching one on the other side, a lot more decayed, but still there.
It makes me
And
think about.
So that's probably a lizard belly, like we were looking at the maps before. So this probably matches one of the maps with some of those green lines, mountainous lines they put on them. So yeah, this is a lizard penis spewing sperm. All that way. And if you look at, here's the face of Tiamat, the biggest dragon that I've found. Oops. You can see the
I've seen
eye
a
right
map,
here.
Max, from the 60s.
Yeah.
And Africa is literally facing the other way. Literally, like to the equator. Africa's fit perfectly to where it's supposed to be, where it's all in the warm area. I'll have to show you one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen them put all the continents together, fit them all together too.
Yeah, this was a map that this guy Divergent I watched. He caught it in an old government clip of a meeting they were having, and it was in the backdrop. And he's like, "How come there isn't a ball?" And I was like, "That's a very good point."
Yeah. So here's a similar structure. Almost, it doesn't have. I can't discern the eye, but you can see the jawline, the beard, and the nostrils, and the snout. The snout's evident on this one, but not the eye for some reason. But yeah, that was probably yellow lizard belly. Somebody commented in chat. And I'll show you something about that, how that landscape, excuse me, it's got a very linear surface to it. In here.
Roger from Mud Fossils,
you can see all these
years
lines.
ago, had brought this stuff up, and it blew my mind.
So we can see these lines. This is probably the belly, or what's left of it. But we can also see, again, I'll take you over to a different area where you can see the same thing, but on a smaller scale. So here again, it's the exact same type of landscape. This one's got some nice detail to it, though, where you can see the flesh type structures. So this is probably another lizard belly headed in the other direction, though, with his head aimed down. And this one, I don't know which orientation the jets take on lizards, but that's something I have to work on. It appears that they kind of hang up or down. I can't, I'm going to have to research that. There's not a lot of images of lizard genitals online. But yeah, that's the conclusion I've come to from the ancient writings and from what I see, is that our planet's made of a giant dead dragon, which is really cool. Probably losing viewers as we go. There it was.
You're opening up the minds of the people, Max, that are deep thinkers. It's a good thing, man. I like your work.
So we can see how these structures, these are lizard genitals, and they're very similar. They have the end structures and the long, thin one. Let me go back and show you. So we can see the long structure, and then there's a kind of a, I don't know what's the word for it would be, a bulbous end. And we can see the same structure here. This is a darkened structure on skin. I can show this skin pattern again on the other one. Go over here and show you the same structures in Libya. So again, a long tube-like structure with a darkened end with bumps all over it. Really cool. But this one I think is female, and the other one I think is male because of the sperm coming out of it. And this one seems to have eggs and a lot of egg structures around it. And sperm. This one, this field here is a great example of it. You see sperm-like structure being, well, this one's being killed. So in this mass here, there's a few eggs. I haven't portioned those ones out yet. Probably here, because he's headed towards this area. What you do is you look for where they're going, and you can usually find the egg. So that's probably the egg structure there, and a few of these other mounds. Lots of eggs everywhere. It's really, hi, curious squirrel. Oh, Charles. We lost you there.
Hey, curious squirrel, let me just say this. Stay away from squirrel sniper, otherwise that'll be your last encounter. Yeah. We got a
Lizards are
squirrel
well
sniper in the
blessed, right,
building,
Hippie?
and we got a curious squirrel.
Can everyone
Brilliant.
hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
bro.
All right.
Yeah, we got
Because it
you.
booted me out. It's breaking up.
Yeah, turn on. Do you have YouTube on? That can cause some troubles too with the audio. Now you're both muted.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm unmuted now. That's crazy.
So yeah, there's field of sperm and eggs all over the planet, and what looks like lizard genitals and lizard heads. I don't know. It just amazes me. And the story of Tiamat and Marduk says that Tiamat apparently was a giant dragon and killed and used to make the earth. And I think all of her children were too. They threw her children in with her. And yeah. So again, I think she, what we see on the earth is a bunch of eggs. Some of them probably hatched and bore dragons and other life, because we see different types of sperm. And yeah, there's different size sperm too, which is kind of freaky for the different sized creatures and shit. Still kind of, I don't know, it's weird. So I can find several lizards or lizard parts. I don't know how they join together, because it seems like they're all in a big ball, just a big sex ball having, I don't know why they're having sex, but there's sperm and eggs everywhere. Hey, Brian Evans, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? Well, I don't know. We're just talking about sperm and eggs there, Brian. We lost him again.
Oh, Jack. Reception.
Keeps booting you out. Okay.
To be honest, he had the same problem on his channel sometimes. It just kicks him out randomly.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't like you, Charles. That's what it is. Well, this was a cool one shown to me. Can you see a seahorse?
Yeah. I can.
Even has
Yeah.
it has all the details. This one was shown to me. Really awesome.
Mhm.
Got the perfect shape of a seahorse coming down. It even has what looks like a, you know how they have a fin right down their back. You can see it terminates sharply here, but it's faded off like it's a fin right up here at the top, all the way along.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I didn't show that yet. The turtle shell I found. I'd like to get a better image of this, but
These folks created a public service industry at the truck.
turtle shell. There you are. Ooh, snakeskin. Hold on. It does appear to be a bigger structure than just this oval part here, but looking in on this, that really reminds me of a turtle shell with the bumps all over it. I think this is a smaller part of a bigger creature because it has parallel uh, structures on each side. You can see
Mhm.
how a river's flowing between a grayish mountain on the side.
Mm.
See the two gray mountains. So it appears to be even bigger than what we're seeing here. I don't know how big it goes.
Mhm.
But this area here looks like it could be patterned as well, like more of a shell. Could be
Mhm.
like, I don't know, one of the
Where is that
Godzilla
running to?
monsters. Hmm?
Where is it? Does it finish there, the water, the lake, or that little stripe thing? Where does
Um,
it finish? Follow it. Let's follow
well,
it. Let's see where it goes
it
to.
keeps going down.
No, the other way. We want to go up. If it goes down, that'll go to the ocean, right?
Yeah,
So you want to go that other
okay.
way.
Kind of disappears into this model landscape. Yeah, it
And this
comes
is
out
the
of
trick,
here.
Max. I think this is a trick they do. I think they do things like this on purpose. They play with the lighting so you can't see what's really going on
Hmm.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I've
you can
noticed
see
these
that this
things.
one starts around here.
Yes. Why would you know what I'm saying? They're trying to trick you with certain stuff, mate. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
they're not letting us see the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm onto these people, I tell you.
See what chat says. What do you guys think? There's Charles again.
Like even
All a question of size. Okay. Took me a
if you
minute
check
to
the
figure
middle
out
of it,
where. Like
no,
right here.
you see where the shadow was, right? Did you see the shadow? That shadow looked like it could have been an entrance, like where stuff could have been flowing out of it.
Where here in the middle?
No, your other image you just had before you zoomed in,
Yeah.
if you go towards the left of it, and yeah, keep going to the left a bit. Yeah, see that the shadowy bit there?
Yep.
All right, so that means there's a crevice, all right,
A
of
ridge.
some
Yeah.
type. Because there's shadowing, that means one bit's deeper, or they're
Yeah.
hiding something, right? But I'm talking about the main bit with the dark bit, the main bit. It could something be flowing out of that. That's what they're trying to hide.
Oh,
Because
could
remember what I
be.
was showing you how on the other pictures the rivers was coming from the mountain leading to the ocean.
There's the riverbed. And there's kind of where it starts. Huh.
Yeah, they play with the light in there.
Yeah, hard to tell. They've really hidden it. They've given us
Curious
that one
squirrels.
piece of landscape, but
Mm.
yeah,
I think
don't know what
Google's
that
having a
is.
laugh.
Does look like a turtle shell to me, but other than that, it looks like it's bigger than what we're seeing.
I even try to tell religious people the Bible speaks all about this stuff, man. It's all in code.
Yeah,
As above, so below.
yeah. There's the great snake that encircles us, the Milky Way, eating its own tail.
The Ouroboros.
Yeah,
A lot of serpent symbology speaks about energy too.
excuse me.
Me and London, man, we're talking about parasites on a serpent level too.
Yeah,
Pretty interesting stuff.
Roger came up with that idea about these old maps, and when I was looking at them, some of the creatures that they draw look like fleas, giant fleas. And you'd think, yeah,
Right.
fleas, mites, that type of a
Huh.
thing, right?
Yeah, because when I see vampires and zombies depicted in movies, the sun and garlic kills them just like parasites. Just like Jesus with the halo is the sun. When he's taking them demons out, he's always got the halo around them. He's the sun eradicating parasites.
The world's not what it seems. Yep. The Bible has several old myths in it. Yeah, Soth. Stands for extrasensory perception. Okay. Yeah. You guys like the snake? I love this guy. And that's actually raised from the landscape. That's not on the water. The water runs beside it, which is really cool. And talk about a snake eating eating its tail. Here's one eating another's tail. It's a weird world. I did a one show on these guys, just to show just the snakes. And here you can see this is the Batha River. We can see snake scales, and this is raised off the surface. This is not. These aren't sand waves. These are actually raised up. And there's lots of them. If you go along the entire Batha River, seems to be filled with these structures. Snake after snake. Or it's one long snake that has a bunch of heads and tails attached to each other. I don't know. We can see lots of head shapes. and lots of skin like stuff all over it. Let's go to... Isn't that amazing? Giant
Yeah,
snakes.
Roger,
Those...
I just want to bring up, when you're done, Max, let me know, man. I'll speak.
Oh, go ahead.
Are you talking about Roger? And I remember watching him. I started maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while. And when he started speaking about rocks and breaking them open and there being blood and lungs, and I broke a rock open before, and there was blood in it, and I thought it was like metal. I'm like, no way, you know, you're indoctrinated by school. You don't think outside the box.
Yep.
And when he said that, it just brought me to another level.
There's a swan or a goose heart.
I'm pretty sure we've all came across body parts.
There you go. There's a goose or a swan heart. It's got black blood on the top in a row. It has an aortic artery, or I think that's the name of it, on the side right there. It has the, you see the line running down it? That's the separation of the chambers. It has a hard back, which the heart pumps in and out on, just like your palm, going like this. So that's a goose heart. Goose or swan is the closest I was able to get to it. So yeah, I believe in that. Absolutely. I have one of the no-toes right here. This one has a bolt in the middle that the pad was actually bolted to the foot with. And here's another, this is probably a human heart. They tend to come out like this. They have a pyramid, a three-sided pyramid shape to them. They have a hole on the side, and they have a depression in the back. They're always curved in like this on the back. You've probably picked up 1 million of these in your lifetime. But this one particularly looks nice and meaty. I believe the rocks tell stories, absolutely. Check out that thing for some biological material. Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to get the money together and see if I could get this DNA tested. And see if it is goose or swan, you know, or if it's nothing, right? Right? But that would be a good way, because he's testing human DNA for human DNA, and that could be contaminated. So if we took the body part of like another animal, and we were pretty sure that it was part of another animal, and tested that, you're both muted, by the way, that would be pretty definitive proof, you know, if we could get like swan or goose DNA out of a rock like this, that'd be amazing proof.
Every time I get booted out, Max, the police are passing me by. They got scramblers in their cars. I noticed that. So when they arrive on the scene, they put a scrambler on so you can't go live.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I could see them doing that. I'm up on the 11th floor, so I might be out of range. I don't know. Most things break down over time, even the rocks. Yep, they do. Yeah. But it has to start as something, doesn't it, Toth? Doesn't start like, you know, the current theory going is that the Earth was formed out of a bunch of dust, right? And really, that doesn't make much sense when you look at the rocks. You know, rocks just came together and made, or dust came together to make rocks. I know they have a good tectonic theory about it, but wow, where you living? I'm in southern Ontario. I'm right on the armpit of Lake Ontario, we call it. But yeah, I'm pretty high up. Oh, we lost him
Gone
again.
again.
It's up.
I think he got kicked off or booted up.
You can see my view. I have Lake
Ah,
Ontario just over there. So lots of water. I'm not going to be shy of water anytime soon, unless they drain the lakes. But yeah, this is what the view looks like from the 11th floor. Excellent. Have you seen any of Walter Bosley's research? No. Stellarium 7 is showing some stones that are blood inside and also heart stones. Cool. Stellarium 7. I'll have to look that up. I don't know who that other guy is. Let's see who Stellarium 7 is. Nope, not finding it. Nope, couldn't find it. There he is again.
mhm.
Hey, like that heart hippie? I like that one. My wife found that actually. She's great at finding mud fossils. I found the no toe and the other heart, but that's the real gem. That one. I don't know how much it costs to do DNA testing. Um, Rogers just keeps saying it's really expensive, but he doesn't say how much. Probably a few $1,000s, I'm sure. You know how much it is, Toth? How much it is to get DNA testing? And there are different levels of DNA testing too. Like you can get single or multiple tests done.
Chat. Hippie Shakes asking, where are you? Or where you from, I think.
I'm in Canada. Yeah.
Connecticut.
Good man. He's in Connecticut, Hippie Shake. That's my Connecticut friend.
I'm in the New Britain.
No,
My family left the old Britain and came to the New Britain now.
yeah. New Britain. give Max one of your British impersonations. He's not gonna do
Nah.
it.
Dean, he's like, hey, mate, straight away. I can't do it good, man, but the accent's dope, man. I need practice. I
Yeah.
need practice.
Yeah.
But they may tell you it's just a rock. That's interesting. Do you think they would test it? Roger had trouble getting people to test stuff. So I
But
don't know.
I thought Roger had stuff test
Yeah,
already.
he did. Yep. But some of the labs wouldn't test for him, though.
Oh, some wouldn't test. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That my problem is trusting them, too. People tell me I could get my water tested. I'm going to do it myself. I don't trust them higher ups.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do DNA testing. That would be a little more complicated.
The water could be the ether, too, in a liquid form. Like plasma is light. And liquid. Plasma is liquid form of light. Water could be the liquid form of ether.
Mm.
Well, they call them the living waters, right? Water is where life happens. Exactly. Test your own water, says Jargo. Yeah. Yeah, Rogers came back positive for human mitochondrial DNA. So, but it could have been contaminated. That's a possibility as well, right? Because, it's human. He's human. If we had an example that wasn't human we could test, that'd be a lot better. I see people making neural network with cells. Yeah, they're trying to do that. I don't know if that'll work or not either.
With
That's what
cells,
the
how would they
graphene's
do?
for. The graphene.
Mm.
Mitochondrial is the mother's DNA, Toth. Counting tree rings have been found useless, as they now found some years 2 rings are produced. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't trust their dating methods. They're way off, I think, and they've even said that their dating methods don't work.
Cellular level, how when it's electrically charged, it becomes the shape of its container. And
Okay.
allowing AI to use it as a highway, but that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, they're
There you
gonna
go,
they're gonna
Thoth.
take AI to a different level soon.
Chrome tab, mitochondrial DNA. Mitochondrial DNA is the circular chromosome found inside the cellular organelles called mitochondria. Here we go. Why is mitochondria DNA only from the mother? Do you need any more examples, Thoth? Mitochondrial DNA being from humans? So there it is. Cool. So mitochondrial DNA from the mother. That's the way it goes. I need to really follow Mike. Who's Mike?
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Do you have a link?
he was an artist, a rapper. I was just
Oh,
pulling your
okay.
leg. You said Mike who? It's Mike Jones.
Okay. No, don't know him.
Someone in the chat might understand that little joke. I think Chuck should understand that one. You know Mike Jones, Chuck? Mike who? Mike Jones. So I couldn't resist it. It was just there for the taking.
Oh, let's see. Is there anything else here that I wanted to show you guys? There's a lot of
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Yeah, I like him. I have so many sperm pictures. That's 22 sperm pictures. That's a few.
What site did you get that from?
Huh? Oh,
What
from
site were you looking to get that from?
Maps.
Oh yeah, is that what they call it?
Maps grinders or Google Grinder Maps. That's what the Earth looks like, a big grinder session.
Oh gosh.
Where is that? This
Wow.
stuff is amazing.
They look like little pockets of water or life or something. From this
Yeah.
view anyway, from this angle.
Well, they're filled with sand.
Sand? Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, look up here. It's
Okay,
the
got you.
same area, but it's filled with sand. There's only a few little windows like this on this area, and yeah, you'll be
Are you
kind of
sure? Hold on, Max. Hold on a second. Wait. Because this looks like something else now. This looks like, how can I put it to you? Like, you know when they say there's more realms outside of our realms, like other continents?
yeah.
That's what this kind of looks like. Like
You know
other
what
little
this is?
continents.
This
No,
is
what is
this
this?
this is vaginal skin.
Wow. Wow.
Here, let me
Okay.
show you. We'll come out, and here we are in Libya, on Libya's labia.
Mm.
So there's the circle of the labia. We can go into, and you can almost see hairs on the edge of this. It's not. I don't think it could be, but it looks like them. But yeah, that's in Libya's labia. This stuff, this skin here is really neat. It's different, crinkly, all the crinkles in it. And then inside, there's that different type of skin that has those holes all over it.
Okay, you just went past something that looked interesting as well. Keep going. One more time. It's like a little ball thing. There you go. What's that?
That's a building.
A building?
Yeah. Getting
A
hair all over
building
me,
where?
Max.
Like, okay. That's a building. Oh,
Yeah,
it
they're
is.
mining something. They're mining the earth
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Did you hear about
Interesting.
that mountain of gold they found in Africa?
Nope.
Yeah, they found a mountain of gold that's 50 to 90% gold. So you can literally just grab a shovel full of this stuff
Yeah.
and wash half the dirt out, and you've got gold. So half a
Wow.
shovelful will be half a shovelful of gold or more.
Mm. Interesting.
They've had to block it off. The military's there stopping people from going and getting gold, but it's just a mountain of gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Interesting. Hmm.
But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
all it was.
this is just on the vagina, on the vaginal opening, and that skin I showed you is in this area somewhere around here. I have to do more research into lizard genitals and reproduction, but yeah, they have a very interesting reproductive system.
Any chance you could send this bit here to me?
Yeah.
Or post a link or something, I could find it. This is interesting because to me it looks like something else, but I'll have a look at it in my own time. Very interesting. Do you know what's
So when,
crazy? Every time when I seem to look on Google Images, I can't find nothing. But every time I come to you and you look, you always seem to find the interesting stuff.
I put it in chat there, you can pick it up. I can put it in private chat too. Yeah, I spend a lot of time on maps, unfortunately.
Mm.
But I find it so interesting, all the things you can find. It's amazing. I do a lot of zooming out and zooming in to find these things. You have to find an interesting area and then zoom out and zoom in on a bunch of different parts of it, and then you end up finding stuff. But
Yeah.
it takes a while. Oh, and I'm on StreamYard, and in StreamYard there's private chat between just the people on the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost my dinner time. Actually, it's past my dinner time, but this has been fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you get that picture?
Yeah, I'm looking at it on my phone, but I think I'm gonna have to hold on 1 second, going through how do I do this? Can I send this? Oh, save. How do I?
Yeah, I can't see emojis in StreamYard either, Jargo. Where they created life with chemical reactions? Interesting. Roger showed an interesting one where the Russians were doing plasma experiments in zero gravity. And one of the experiments formed like a DNA chain almost. It was really neat. Another
Mhm.
one formed something like a black hole. Really neat stuff.
Oh yes, I've got it
So
now.
life could have come from just a plasma experiment, you know?
Well, I mean, I think the other day I did mention to you about like creation being created by electrical discharge and stuff like this.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, we're all just electricity, anyways. I think
Mhm. Mhm.
that's all that really exists in my world. So,
Max, I wanted to ask you something. What's that picture behind you on your wall? Um,
which one?
the
So,
one.
okay, so these are light. These are pictures of light.
Mhm.
That's a picture of that's the cosmos, the electrical connections between all of the various stellar objects.
Okay.
And that one is the perceived history of the universe from beginning to now in the different
Mhm.
forms.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. I saw it there last time, and I wanted to ask, but it slipped my mind. Interesting. Yeah. I like the bottom one. That looks pretty cool as well.
Yeah, that's light exploded, so that's
Mhm.
gone through the Venturi, and they split the black part from the white part. The white part goes through, and the black part goes around. They stay together. So yeah, and then they rejoin on the other side because that's what they do.
Gotcha.
And it has a disc too. People like that. It's got it's hard to see, but there is like a disc like structure right in the
Oh yeah, I
between
see
the two.
something.
Yeah, that's a photon
Mm.
being compressed. Jargo says, "Yikes!"
Is Chuck back there, or did he hit the road?
He was just going to stay in chat. He said, having too much trouble.
Okay, cool. He might even go live later, so I'll probably join him over there. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm
That's
going to
like,
cut it off
yeah.
because I got to get some dinner in me.
Mhm. That's it.
Cancel.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me
Yeah,
again.
I've got some other fabrics and skins that you might like to see. I'll show you those at some time,
Cool.
or
Well,
maybe just send them to you.
I'll probably
Uh,
do a backstage thing tomorrow, so feel more than welcome. I'll probably be with Dean and Chuck, and
yeah.
Renegade One might be there.
So you find interesting stuff like this. It's bizarre
Mm.
stuff. Very veiny.
But this is what I said. You seem to find the interesting stuff, but when I look, I can't find it.
Yeah, you got to go in real close.
Mhm.
Like we're really close to the ground here. There, that's as far as I can go in.
Mm.
You can see that it's a big world. It's huge once you get close.
Yeah, I know. This is the thing that they're deceiving us, though, man.
Hey, Steve-O. Yeah, they're not telling us the truth, that's for sure.
Mm,
Not telling us what's going on, what we're on, where it is,
mm.
which part of the galaxy we're in. You know,
Because even you look, some of these images are very high altitude. The way how you have to like zoom in, right?
yeah.
And then when you go to the ISS images, they're completely different. The render is different. The quality is much better. So you think, why not just show you the bloody ISS images? That'll be much better. You
A lot
understand?
of the ones you've shown me, a lot of them are taken from an angle, though.
Angled, yes, you're right.
I think
Yes,
that's
yes,
why. I think that's
yes,
why they don't show them on
yes,
this.
correct, correct. But do you remember that one that I showed you? And it was of a high altitude. And I said to you, I think that's our crater. This is our realm they're showing us.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that one. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
that's the only high stuff they'll kind of show you, that
Yeah,
type of stuff. But you wouldn't
and
know what you're looking at unless you know what you're looking for.
yeah, and they could put a panoramic together for you. That's not really a big problem, and they don't. You know, most of the ones we see are put together CGI, and you know, it's hard to trust them. But you know, at least I think some of it. You know, at least the impressions I've got off here, they're at least as real as I can figure, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, guys. Got any last words there?
Yeah, actually. You guys there, if you're still in the chat, you know, if you're following some of my content creating, the Holy AI book, I've, you know, got 1, 2, and 3 out there.
Yep.
Part 4 is now finished, but it's not uploaded yet. But if you want to get familiar with, you know, the trilogy 1, 2, and 3, feel more than welcome. I'll plug my details in real quick.
Yeah.
So once you're up to speed, you can, you know, get ready for part 4. Part 4 will be uploaded very soon. So, you know, it would be good to, we can all be on the same level, so to speak, when we watch these things. Lots
Well, I'll
of
put your
information
channel
on
up
this one
there.
coming, lots of good information. And also Max is featuring on part 3. So if you haven't seen it and you want to see me and Max, you know, chopping it up together on the
There we go.
documentary, it's up on there. There you go.
Awesome.
Featuring Max as well and a few other people. Very, very good stuff. So it gets you up to speed for part 4.
Excellent. All right. That's all we've got for today. Much love to you all. Thanks for showing up. Keep that third eye open. Use your intelligence and your intuition. Bye bye.